What is going on, chat, man? We are back, and today we are reacting to Shaq destroys LeBron and KD for disrespecting MJ, and he didn't hold back. You know, this was highly anticipated and highly recommended, man. And chat, I'm not gonna lie, like, we seen LeBron and KD actually disrespect Jordan on my channel. If you guys want to go watch that, you guys can. But bro, Shaq didn't hold back, bro. Oh, it's gonna be crazy. Cause Shaq, bro, if Shaq didn't hold back, it probably intense. Like, cause that guy, he's different, bro. But you know, with that being said, let's get straight into the video. This is highly anticipated and highly recommended, man. So, yo, I'm excited, man. But if you guys are new to my channel, you like classic/old NBA content, man, you know, hit the subscribe button, man. Join the crew. But with that being said, let's get it, yes, sir.
Even for me, I love the NBA game, but then I turn on to a game, right? And then the stars are not playing because of Lowe's management.
Yeah.
And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just
You
basketball.
see, okay, I'm not gonna lie, as a Bron fan, this was genuinely the worst thing he ever said, I feel like. Because you played basketball for literally 20 years of your life. It's not just basketball, bro. Even before I started, you know, reacting to Jordan content, as a LeBron fan, I was just genuinely hurt seeing him just say it's just basketball. Because that genuinely can change the fact and the opinions on other players. You know, they're going to think like, oh, I got the money, I don't really care. And it happens a lot, bro. If you guys look at Ben Simmons.
Yeah, I'm 10, 12 years in. I got 4 MVPs and 4 championships. Like, but do I still want to do this shit? You know what I'm saying?
You know how hard it is.
Some people say, I want to go play baseball.
Right?
Yeah. And then I want to come back. Well, some people say, I'm going to go 22 straight.
Shaquille O'Neal just set the NBA world on fire, and LeBron James and Kevin Durant are caught in the crossfire. When Shaq came out swinging against load management, calling out modern players for sitting out games while making tens of millions of dollars, he didn't...
Chat, I haven't went to an NBA game in my life yet, but if I was to go and I actually didn't see like my favorite player playing, and I spent my money to just go watch a player play, and I've never done that before, bro, that would probably be my last NBA game. Because load management is something that's genuinely ruining the state of basketball. That's probably another reason to why the views are low, chat. If we're realistically speaking, you know?
Just ruffle feathers. He started a war. And the timing couldn't be more perfect, because Durant and LeBron just finished laughing at Michael Jordan's legacy on their podcast, dismissing everything the older generation built.
Wow.
Now Shaq's throwing punches, and he's not holding back. Here's what Shaq said that got everyone talking. When asked about load management, Shaq didn't sugarcoat it.
Go ahead.
So you want me to pay you $30 million to play 30 games? Hell no.
Right.
No. 80 games is fine, because I did it.
He didn't stop there either.
Jerry West did it. Kareem did it. Magic did it. Bird did it. Bernard King, like all the great legends before us did it.
Think about that for a second. Shaq's pointing out something.
See, that's another reason, bro. LeBron load managements, Kawhi load managements, KD probably load managements. There's a lot of players that load management. Zion Williamson, bro. Like, I'm telling you, like, the state of basketball, it's like you watch the game and none of the players are on the court.
Nobody wants to admit. The legends who built this league, who made it what it is today, played every single night. They didn't have the medical technology modern players have. They didn't have the training staffs, the recovery centers, the sports science departments, and they made a fraction of what today's players earn. Yet somehow, they showed up every night. When someone asked Shaq if he thinks there are too many games in an NBA season, his answer was simple and brutal. Nope. If we had to do it, they have to do it. No sympathy, no understanding, just straight facts. The old generation played through injuries, through fatigue, through everything the league threw at them, and they did it without complaining. But of course, the modern NBA wasn't going to take that lying down. Draymond Green fired back immediately.
What I think is actually quite bullshit myself is to incorporate something at this point.
Austin Rivers went even further. When asked if he's pro...
Bro, what are you talking about is BS. Like, bro, we want to watch you guys play the state, like, basketball. What do you mean?
The 65-game rule that Charles Barkley once raised to 70, Rivers said,
It's ridiculous. I love Charles Barkley. he's wrong.
Yeah. Well, so the older guys, they played all the games.
That's cool, man. And now they walk around and their fucking knees touch.
That's the defense modern players are using. They're saying the old guys destroyed their bodies. So why should we? They're acting like playing basketball for millions of dollars is some kind of sacrifice that requires them to preserve their health by sitting out half the season.
Hit me on that, chat. If we all are playing for that amount of money, we would play every game. Come on, we would feel selfish not to play. Like, come on now, bro. You're getting paid $100 million now, bro. Like 200, 300 million. Come on.
Nikola Jokic even said he thinks forcing players to play is wrong.
I mean, definitely forcing players to play. We saw what happened with the Joel. But it's something that probably league wants to. I don't know.
Basically admitting he doesn't want to be on the court if he doesn't feel like it. This is the
That's
mentality
crazy.
Shaq's attacking. And honestly, he's got a point. Because while modern players are complaining about their workload, they're making more money than ever before. The average NBA salary is over $10 million. Max contracts are pushing $60 million per year. And guys are sitting out games because they played 3 nights ago and they're tired. Now here's where this gets really interesting. Right around the same time, Shaq's calling out load management, Kevin Durant and LeBron James were on LeBron's Mind the Game podcast, and they decided to take shots at Michael Jordan. Not directly, of course. They're too smart for that. But the message was crystal clear. Durant started talking about longevity, about how hard it is to keep playing year after year.
Yeah, I'm 10, 12 years in. I got 4 MVPs and 4 championships. Like, but do I still want to do this shit? You know what I'm saying?
You know how hard it is.
That means they're not as competitive as Jordan. That's just simple. Chat, they're not as competitive as Jordan.
Some people say, I want to go play baseball.
Right?
Yeah. And then I want to come back. Or some people say, I'm going to go 22 straight.
LeBron started laughing immediately. The camera caught it. They both knew exactly what they were doing, making Jordan's retirement sound like he quit on the game while LeBron's longevity made him some.
What? So is that, chat? So that's basically what they were meaning. They were trying to make Jordan say he quit it on the game, like his dad passed away. I feel like people forget that, bro. And I'm a new Jordan fan. I like his dad passed away. You know that actually hurts. Come on, man. That's L Bron in the chat for that one, bro. I respect him though, but come on.
Somehow tougher or more dedicated. Then LeBron added his own dismissive comment about the sport itself. Just basketball.
And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
That's how LeBron described the game that made him a billionaire, the game that gave him everything. Michael Jordan never talked about basketball like that. When asked about his mentality, Jordan said,
No, because when I play hard all the time. You know, there's no turn it on here, turn it off here. It's just 110% at all times.
That's the difference right there. Jordan didn't view basketball as just a job or just a game. It was everything. And his teammates saw it firsthand. One of MJ's teammates told a story about Jordan's second year in the league.
Coming to practice, he's on one leg. Like he was hurt the second year, he was on one leg the whole year and played 82 games. Wow. Like, and so.
Okay, one leg the whole year and play 82 games. There's a lot of people that are genuinely not going to do that. I guarantee you 9 out of 10 people or 8 out of 10 people are doing that. I'm going to be honest.
He practiced every day.
Like, they're not doing
every
that.
game on one leg. And so you're like, man, MJ, why don't you just sit out? How can I be the leader of the team and sit out and y'all going through all the credit? I got to be there.
Jordan himself explained his mindset early in his career.
I twisted my ankle, and I had a teammate, David Greenwood. He says, you know, you twist your ankle, young fella, come over and sit with me. You know, this is you need to. I said, no, man, I'm trying to make a name for myself. There's no way I can sit. You know, I need to get out there and show what I'm capable of. I want to play. I want to win. I want to make an impact.
But Durant and LeBron weren't done disrespecting Jordan's era.
I would love to see like MJ play, bro, because he just uplifts, bro. Like, come on, he just wants to go crazy. He just wants to win. I respect it, bro. Like, he doesn't want anyone to pass him too. Like, he's obsessed with that.
LeBron kept going on the podcast, talking about the triangle offense. When asked why it's not used anymore,
to try to run the triangle offense right now, It'd be very challenging just because how the game is played and also how defense is covering.
LeBron said he's basically saying our era is more advanced, more complex, more difficult than anything Jordan dealt with. Then LeBron took it even further, questioning why ring culture matters so much in basketball.
Yeah, it's funny, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's discussed so much in our sport and why it's the A-all, B-all of everything.
This is LeBron James, the guy who formed super teams in Miami and recruited stars to Cleveland and Los Angeles, suddenly acting like championships don't matter. Why? Because he knows he can't catch Jordan's 6 rings. So now he's trying to change the...
Bro, you just... Like, bro!
...conversation to longevity and stats. Meanwhile, Larry Bird told a story that perfectly captures the old generation's mindset.
Garth Gilmore told me one time, he played for Chicago, he said, if you expect to play a long time in this league, you better quit mopping up the floor. And I thought, well, he's crazy because that's what basketball is all about.
Bird understood something Durant and LeBron don't. Basketball isn't about preserving yourself for year 20. It's about leaving everything on the floor every single night. It's about diving for loose balls, playing defense until you can't breathe, doing whatever it takes to win. That's why Bird only played 13 seasons. That's why Jordan only played 13 full seasons. They destroyed their bodies because they cared more about winning than longevity. LeBron recently admitted he's thinking about load management himself. When asked if playing all 82 games is still a goal, he said,
Maybe that's a goal, but yeah, we'll see.
He's already making excuses, already preparing fans for the games he's going to sit out this season. Jordan had a completely different philosophy.
Play basketball 2.5 hours a day, 3 hours a day, right? That's your job. That's what you get paid to do as an NBA player. What are you doing the other 21 hours? I mean, to me, that's when you should be preparing for your next day of work.
That's what separates Jordan from everyone else. He understood that being an NBA player is a privilege. You're getting paid millions of dollars to play a game. The least you can do is show up and give effort every single night. Jordan took that responsibility seriously.
You know, the fans are there to watch me play. I want to impress that guy way up on top who probably worked his ass off to get a ticket.
You really cared about the guy who sat in the top deck, right?
Yeah, because I know he's probably yelling at me, and I want to shut him up. So if...
I like that he actually thinks about that. Like, I wouldn't expect Jordan to care as much about a fan from, like, that high in the stands. Like, that's respect. Like, he genuinely just loves the game of basketball. Like, he lives for it.
The guys are coming to watch me play. I don't want to miss that opportunity. Now, physically, if I can't do it, then I can't do it. But physically, if I can do it, and I just don't feel like doing it, that's a whole different lens.
When asked specifically about load management, Jordan's answer was definitive.
Well, it shouldn't be needed, first and foremost. You know, I never wanted to miss a game because it was an opportunity to prove. The fans are there to watch me play. I want to impress that guy.
Even Tracy McGrady, who played in a more recent era, understood this.
There's no way I was going to take load management when the guys I named yesterday are Kobe or AI, Paul Pierce.
Wait, Tracy McGrady was in their era. He played in the 2000s, the early 2000s, right? And didn't he, you guys told me down below that he had some injuries, right? So imagine this guy had injuries and he didn't want to do no load management or anything. Like, imagine that. Imagine, but if he did, he could have saved his body. Maybe would have been even better of a player. Better, he probably would have had a championship. You never know. You never know. So him, like, to actually say no load management is actually crazy to me.
So those guys come into my building.
McGrady knew that if he sat out against legends, he'd be disrespecting the game and the competition. But here's the problem with Durant's cute little comment about Jordan playing baseball. It completely ignores the context of why Jordan retired in 1993, and that context changes everything. Jordan didn't wake up one morning and decide he was bored with basketball. His father was murdered that summer, killed in cold blood during a robbery. James Jordan, the man who pushed Michael to greatness, was gone. And Michael Jordan, at the absolute peak of his powers, walked away from basketball to honor his father's memory and pursue the dream they talked about, playing professional baseball. So when Durant casually throws out, "Some people play baseball," with that smirk on his face, he's not just being ignorant, he's being disrespectful.
that was an LKD take right there. Like, I don't understand. You know, he retired, right? He retired twice. The first time was actually for a real reason. The second time is because his coach left. So that's another reason. But you could have said he could have went to another team. But who would want to go to another team if your favorite coach is there? And then the last time he just wanted to lace up. He loves the game of basketball. Come on, man.
He's reducing one of the most
painful
moments in Jordan's life to a
gotta know that,
punchline,
chat.
and LeBron, sitting right there laughing along, co-signed it. Let's talk about when Jordan actually retired. Was it after a first-round playoff exit?
No.
After getting embarrassed in the
No.
finals? No. Jordan retired after winning his third straight championship. He reached the absolute pinnacle of basketball and did something Magic Johnson never did, something Larry Bird never did, something Isaiah Thomas never did. A three-peat. And he did it while dealing with the grief of losing his father.
Like,
now here,
realistically, think about it, right? Who three-peats and then just says, yo, I don't want to be in the NBA anymore? No one. You would want to keep winning, right? Anyone would probably keep wanting to win. But look, there's a reason.
here's where it gets really interesting. Who's making these comments? Kevin Durant, one of the biggest quitters in NBA history. In 2016, after losing to the Warriors in the playoffs, Durant joined them. He joined the team that beat him, the 73-win team that already had Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. That move is widely considered the most spineless decision in league history. And it didn't stop there. Since leaving Golden State, Durant quit on Brooklyn, demanded a trade, couldn't handle the pressure, then he went to Phoenix. This is the guy calling Michael Jordan a quitter.
Yeah.
Then there's
LeBron. Like, he could have really won a championship in Oklahoma. Like, SGA won a championship before KD in Oklahoma. And I feel like SGA is a better player than... Nah, I don't know if... Maybe it's too soon to say that he's better than Kevin Durant all time. But, come on, he left teams, bro. Like, come on, bro. He left and won 2 fake rings.
LeBron. When things got tough in Cleveland the first time, he took his talents to South Beach. When the Heat started declining in 2014, he bolted back to Cleveland. Then when that didn't work out, he ran to Los Angeles. Every time adversity hit, LeBron found the nearest exit.
Couldn't believe that an NBA player could make $1 million. And now these guys are so lucky and blessed, and they can't play basketball 3 or 4 days a week. And I know they hide behind all the analytical bullshit from their agents and people like that. What they're really trying to do is extend their career. The way the money's been and going, depending on who you are, you're going to be able to make another $50, $70, $100 million and probably more.
Okay, that... I'm not gonna lie, Charles Barkley's point makes so much more sense. They're trying to play their career out way longer, so it benefits them. More pocket change, more $100 million. It kind of makes more sense. It kind of makes way more sense.
Going forward, if you can extend your career 2 or 3 years.
Michael Jordan never chased longevity. He chased perfection. Every single season, his goal was simple: maximize himself, maximize his team, win championships, dominate on both ends of the floor. Jordan played 15 years total, but really only 13 full seasons. In that time, he won 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs, 5 regular season MVPs, 10 scoring titles, and made 9 all-defensive teams. That's not just impressive, that's near perfection.
Amazing.
Now look at Durant and LeBron combined. They've played 39 seasons, nearly 3 times as long as Jordan's peak. And what do they have to show for it? 6 championships total, 5 MVPs, 6 finals MVPs, 5 scoring titles, and 5 all-defensive selections combined. In almost...
So you're telling me that them combined isn't even, as much as LeBron? I mean, as Jordan? Bro, that's insane.
40 years of basketball, they accomplished less than Jordan did in basically a decade. Twice the time,
crazy.
Half the results. So yeah, Shaquille O'Neal just humiliated LeBron James and Kevin Durant, not just by calling out load management, but by reminding everyone what real legends looked like. Shaq, Jordan, Bird, Magic. They didn't make excuses, they didn't sit out games, they didn't laugh at the generation before them. They honored the game, they respected the fans, and they showed up every single night. If you think Shaq's right about load management, hit that like button. If you think modern players need to start respecting the game again, drop a comment below and let me know.
Chat, I'm not gonna lie. modern players gotta start playing way more longer. Like it's we're tired of this. We're literally tired of this. But guys, I have a genuine question. How, like, if Jordan was playing right in the NBA right now, because the money has changed since back then to now. How much of a contract you think he would have? You think obviously he have like the most in the NBA, but by how much? Like how far amount? Like let me know down below because I'm genuinely curious, chat. But with that being said, this is the end of the video. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, man, and recommend me some more stuff to react. This was an absolute banger, man. But I'll see y'all next time. Yes, sir.